Hey y'all, it's Shalonce from Shador Studio. Welcome to Sip and Slay with Shalonce, where we live, lash, and libate for real beauty conversations. All right, honey, we're stepping into the softest era of our lives, but make no mistake about it, baby, the strength is still there. Tonight, we're sipping on Raleigh Rose. Now remember, everything that was in our shopping list from phase 1 will be used in this week's drink. All right, let's get to it. All right, the spirit of the week is gin. So for the ingredients, you need 1.5 ounce of gin, a 1/2 ounce of elderflower liqueur, a 1/2 ounce of simple syrup or agave, a 1/2 ounce of lime juice, a splash of rosé or prosecco. I used rosé prosecco, and optional, but you can add a tiny splash of grapefruit juice for a splash of color. I definitely used the grapefruit juice because I loved the flavor. Now here are the directions. I want you to go ahead and add that gin, the elderflower, simple syrup, or the agave, whichever you chose, or maybe even both, the lime, and that splash of grapefruit juice to a shaker with some ice, and just give it a little bit of a shake just until it's a bit chilled. Next, you're going to strain it into a martini style glass, top it with that splash of the rosé or prosecco, and garnish it then with a lime. The Raleigh Rose. She's soft, she's feminine, and she's floral. She's a drink that you reach for when you're resetting your energy, not proving your point. And before we get into it, let me say this real loud and clear. To the boyfriends, the girlfriends, the situationships, the co-workers, the cousins, and the haters who love to say,
"You don't need lashes. Why are you wearing all that makeup? You're naturally pretty."
Baby, we know. We don't do beauty because we need it. We do it because we like it. See, let me put it to you like this. Some people decorate their homes. We decorate ourselves. Now let's pour up and glow up, because tonight's conversation is about self-love and showing up soft but still strong. Baby girl, softness is not weakness. And I know some of y'all flinch when you hear the word soft because life had you in survival mode. I was one of them. That survival mode lasted longer than I ever expected and longer than I ever wanted. But this era, this new era of Shalonce, is the era of self-love and self-empowerment and soft. And being delicate without being disposable. Being gentle without being played with. Being soft without being silent. See, honey girl, soft doesn't mean you won't speak up. It just means that you won't lower your tone to match the chaos. Soft enough to listen and strong enough to walk away. Now that's the hard part, because walk away, that's the last thing I was thinking I would ever do, but have learned to do it gracefully. See, I'm now becoming soft enough to receive and strong enough to require. I'm soft enough to rest, but strong enough to rebuild. And let's talk about beauty, because when you start loving yourself out loud, your glow begins to shift. Your lashes hit different. Your energy becomes intentional, not reactionary. Let me tell you one thing that I tell my clients at Shador Studio. The lash set is the decoration. It's the confidence in the foundation. And if the eyes are the window to the soul, then your brows are the frame and your lashes are the drapes. And if you want naked ass windows, have at it. But I'm gonna decorate these girls. So why wouldn't you want to decorate your home? If you're living in it and you're surviving in it and this is our temple, take care of it. Dress it up the way you want to feel. Now, take a look at the glass, the Raleigh Rose. She's soft, she's pretty, she's delicate, but she's still full-bodied, she's still present, and she's still powerful, just like you. Showing up soft doesn't mean you're small. Showing up strong doesn't mean you have to be hard. You are allowed to be both. So sip and slay, babe. Join us next week, because saying yes to everybody is how you lose yourself. And losing yourself, That's unacceptable. We're getting into boundaries with clients, with time, and with people who think access to you is automatic. So check your phase 1 list, because next time we're sipping on the hot hoe. Sweet on the sip, spicy on the tip of the glass, and real clear, real fast on what she will and will not tolerate. If you ever felt drained, overbooked, or played with, episode 3 is going to get us all together. Until then, sip and slay, babe.